Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be doing homemade squishy update number 55, and this is long overdue. I'm so sorry, it's been a while since my last squishy update, and also this is my first homemade squishy update for this year. So yeah, I'm just going to get started now. So the first squishy I have is this apple pie squishy inspired by the one by iBloom. And also make the packaging to go along with it, and I have a tutorial on how to make both of these. So first, here is the squishy. I think this looks quite realistic. And it's just a little bit bigger than my hand, as you can see. And here is the packaging again, and it's a little bit, some of it has peeled off, as you can see, but that's fine, I can just easily fix that. And yeah, I did kind of rush the packaging, so yeah, it is quite messy. And then next up I have another jumbo size squishy, and it is this crumpet which I made for Christmas, and I also have a tutorial on this one. Again, I think this looks quite realistic as well. Also very, very soft, because I used memory foam for this one and also for the pie squishy. And it's quite so rising around the sides. Is that one. And then moving on to the rest of the Christmas squishies that I made. So next up I made this Santa Claus hat, or this Father Christmas hat. And I also have a tutorial on this one. And for this one I used absolutely no paint, it is just all covered with felt, which has made it a lot more softer and a lot more fun to play with. It's not the neatest job ever, but still I really like it. And you see that it also has a mirror on the inside. Hello. So there's that one. And then I have two more Christmas squishies here. So next up I have this snowman mug with hot chocolate on the inside, and it has whipped cream, chocolate sauce and these two little peppermint candies, or these peppermint sweets on top. And this one is up for sale on my Etsy right now. This is really adorable. I really like this one. I think I did a really good job on it. And you might remember from a couple of years ago now that I made some hot chocolate mug squishies for Christmas. And I decided that I would make another one for this Christmas that has just passed. The handle is very slow rising. And then the next squishy I have isn't really, well, that Christmassy, but I'm just going to consider it as a Christmas squishy because of the colours. So next up I have this alien. And I just painted this in like the Christmas colours in green and red. So that's why I'm just classing this as a Christmas squishy. And this one is also up for sale on my Etsy as well. My Etsy is linked at the top of the description box below as always. You know I enjoy making these alien squishies. This is quite slow rising in some areas. And now moving on to the squishies that I made for Halloween. So next up I made this Hocus Pocus spell book inspired by the real one from the film Hocus Pocus. And I also have a tutorial on this one. And there's so many details on here and I'm just really proud of how it came out. I just think this looks so cool and so creepy looking. And I ended up painting on the details on the back of the book as well, which you didn't see me do in my squishy tutorial. I originally was just going to leave the back blank, but in the end I decided now I'll just paint on the rest of the details, so I did. There's a really cool texture as well. Very, very squishy. Especially on the sides. And then next up I have this Casper the Friendly Ghost squishy, inspired by the old cartoon, and also I'm pretty sure it was a comic book series as well. And also have a tutorial on this one. And apologies if most of these squishies look quite dusty. It's because I keep most of these down by the side of my bed and they do gather quite a lot of dust, so I'm sorry about that. His face looks really weird now because I've squished it. But yeah, I think he's so adorable. And his arms are quite slow rising, as you can see. And then next up I have these two wrapped sweets, or these wrapped candies, and here's what they look like, and both of these are up for sale on my Etsy as well. So first up is this orange and black one with this swirl design. These aren't really slow rising, but they are very, very soft. And then I have this one in this purple and green colour with just this, I guess, like peppermint swirl design. I'm not really sure how to describe it. And this one is probably just that little bit more slow rising compared to this one. Especially on these parts, because I used a different material for these parts. I used memory foam for this, and then for the round part I just used a round bath sponge. So that would explain why these parts are more slow rising. And then next up I made these two little pumpkin squishies. So next up I made this little rainbow one. Which is really cute, and I really like the bright colours on it. And the stalk, or the stem, or whatever it's called, is very slow rising. And then next up I made this one, which is definitely more of my favourite, and it is this Mickey Mouse pumpkin. And this is inspired by an actual Halloween decoration that I saw online. And his ears are meant to be two smaller pumpkins. It is so cute. And I painted on the face using glow-in-the-dark paint, and I did take a picture of it glowing in the dark since it won't show up on camera if I try to film it, so I'll insert that photo now. And yeah, it looks really cool when it glows in the dark. I think I did a really good job with the face. I think it looks exactly like Mickey. However, it did take me a few attempts to get right. And then the next two squishies I have are ones that I made for Remembrance Day, and it is these two helmet squishies, and these are known as Brody helmets, and they're also known as quite a few other names as well, but I just call them Brody helmets. And I also have a tutorial on these. So first up is this one, which I made look like it was really old. I tried to make it look all rusted. And I decided to add two poppies on the side, which I just made out of felt. And it is lined on the inside with felt, and then I also used felt for the straps, which are just secured with Velcro. I really like how these ones turned out. And then I made this one, which I made look more brand new, so it's just in this more green colour. And then for the net on top I just used string, and again it's also lined with felt, and then again used felt for the straps and just secured them with Velcro. This one is quite a bit more slow rising. So there's those two. And now moving on to the squishies that I made in memory of the Queen. So next up I made this one, which is just this heart squishy. And in the middle I painted on the Queen and Paddington Bear holding hands. And this is actually based on a piece that I saw by this artist named Eleanor Tomlinson. I hope I said your name right. But I give full credit to this artist because I absolutely love her work. It is just so beautiful, and this one in particular she made in memory of the Queen after she died, and I just thought it was so cute, so I had to try and recreate it. And I was actually really amazed at myself that I was able to recreate it so well. I didn't expect it to turn out this good. But yeah, I just think this is so cute. And it just reminds me of the video that I saw of her and Paddington Bear on YouTube when they were celebrating the Queen's Jubilee. And that's meant to be a little marmalade sandwich at the bottom there. It doesn't really look like one, but anyway. But yeah, I just absolutely love how this one turned out. And then I made a few more squishies in memory of the Queen. So next up I made this one, which has her initials on it, or Elizabeth R, Elizabeth Royal. And I just used one of my round makeup sponges for this one. I really like how the letters turned out on it, but I could have done a way better job on the crown. But anyway, yeah, since this one is so thin, it's not really that squishy. And then I made this one, which is just this, it's very random. I just made this oval shape and then I decided to paint it purple and gold. And then I just painted on a silhouette of the Queen in the middle, again with her initials up on the top, and then the year that she was born and the year that she died. I just used a bath sponge for this one. Very slow rising on the sides. And by the way, I do have a video of me painting all three of these. It's not a tutorial, it's just a video of me painting them. But anyways. So there's those. And then next up I made these 3 crown squishies. Sorry, these are quite difficult to hold all at once. But yeah, these are all based on or are all inspired by the St Edward's crown, or rather the coronation crown. So first of all, I made this one. And I do have a tutorial on how to make these. And I absolutely love how these all turned out. I'm so proud of these ones. And also these all have mirrors on the inside. I just think they're all so beautiful. I absolutely love them. So this one definitely looks more like the St Edward's crown because I used purple felt for this one. So there's that one, and then next up I made this one, and this one I used a more darker tone of gold, if there is such a thing, and then I also used red felt. Well, I used red felt for this one, and this one is up for sale on my Etsy, also with a mirror on the inside. And then I made this one, which is also up for sale on my shop. And for this one, I used again a more lighter, more butterscotch gold colour. And then I decided to use this dark pink or magenta felt for this one. Also with a mirror. So there's those. And now the rest of the squishies that I have in this update are just all random ones. So next up I have these two. Just these two ice lollies or ice creams. And I have a tutorial on both of these. So first is this Magnum one. Sorry, these ones are quite dusty. And you'll see that I also added on the word Magnum onto the lolly stick, including the little logo at the top, and also added on the M onto the ice cream. And it has a bite mark. Very, very soft. And then I have this one, which is based on the Funny Feet ice cream. And you'll see that I also added on the, I'm pretty sure it's the, I forget how you say it, I think it's the Walls or the Wallace logo, I forget. Then the next squishy I have is actually one that I was meant to show in my previous squishy update, but I ended up forgetting, so I'm just going to show it in this one. So next up is this burger squishy. And yet again, this is another squishy that has a mirror on the inside. I really, really like this one. It is so cute. This is actually loosely based on a real squishy. Well, I've seen squishies that look similar to this. And all of the filling, or the tomatoes, the cheese and the lettuce, are all made out of felt. I really like how it feels on the top because of all the sesame seeds, which are all painted on, by the way. Then next up I have these 3 lemon squishies, and these are all inspired by the John Lemon squishies by iBloom. I just think these are all so hilarious looking. So first up is this one. I have no idea what this expression is supposed to be. I'm just going to call it a I'm just going to call it a scared expression. And sorry, these ones are quite dusty. And this one has a slight orange gradient to it on the top and also on the bottom. Looks even more funny when I do this. That the eyes kind of bulge out a little bit. Then next up I have this one, which is just the googly eye design, and this one has this green gradient to it with a more darker leaf on the side, or a more darker green leaf. These are all very, very soft and squishy. I really like how they all turned out. And then lastly, I made this one, which definitely lives up to the name John Lemon because of the iconic circle glasses. And I have a tutorial on this one. And this one just has this slight green gradient to it with this half green and half orange leaf on the side. And yeah, I just think that these are absolutely hilarious, so that's why I just had to recreate them. And I think there's still one more design that I really want to make. So you'll probably see that in a future update. So there's those three. And finally, the last few squishies that I have to show you in this update are all dragon squishies, which I showed in my previous video. So first of all is this one in this light blue colour. And this is a girl dragon, and I named her Icicle just because the slight shimmery blue paint that I used just reminded me of ice. But yeah, I just absolutely love this colour. Super soft and super adorable as well. And then finally I made these two mini dragon squishies, which come in their own little plastic eggs. You've seen me make these before. So first up is this one. It's this pink one, and this is a boy dragon. And both of these are currently nameless, so yeah. And also, by the way, all three of these dragon squishies are also up for sale on my Etsy. These are just so small and so adorable. I love making these mini ones. And also, you know that I just love making these dragon squishies in general. And they look really cute inside their little eggs, like they're being hatched. And then finally I have this yellow one. And this one is a girl dragon. Again, currently nameless, so whoever gets these or buys these off of my shop, you can name them whatever you want. This one is also super cute, and also a lot more slow rising as well, as you can see. It's quite difficult to see the face now because I've squished it so much. Yeah, these are a lot of fun to squish. And yep, those are all of the squishies that I have to show you. So yep, that was Homemade Squishy Update number 55. I really hope you enjoyed watching. And I really hope you like all the new squishies that I made. And again, don't forget that some of these are up for sale on my Etsy right now. So these two, this one, these two, these two, this one, and this one. And like I said before, my Etsy is linked at the top of the description box below as always, as well as my Instagram. So please go and check those out if you are interested. And if you enjoyed this video, then please click thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, please, because it would make me so happy if you did. And also so you don't miss any more fun content. Because like I said in my previous video, I do have more stuff coming soon that I'm just so excited about. As well as some non-squishy related content. I'm really glad that I was able to get this video done today. Again, sorry about the lighting changing, it's because it's already starting to get dark again. But yeah, anyways, that is it for this video, and yeah, so thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.